Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm called Alan and my YouTube channel is Alan Cat Series. Today we have a different guest. Of course, as usual, we always bring you different people with different ideas, different ideologies. So today we're actually going to talk about having a business back home. Like for example, we are living abroad, we are working from abroad, but then you can have a business back home. You can work on it remotely and you can manage it well. So today I'm going to interview someone who has actually a business back home. So he's going to be telling us everything, what happens and what challenges, everything. Just wait for it and please stay tuned. Watch until the end of this video. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Once again, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate, and I promise you guys I'm going to be bringing you a video every after 2 weeks. This is my promise. So today, as you can see on my right, I have a guest. Actually, he's my friend. We work together. We have been friends for quite a long time. I've seen his work and it inspired me a lot. So today we have decided that we share this idea of his. He actually runs a business back home, so he's going to be talking about more of business ideas, how you can do what you want to do and something like that. So without wasting any time, let me give him a chance to introduce himself and then we can go straight into what brought us here. Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Alan Mukasa Chidawalime. I'm Ugandan and I'm currently living in Budapest. Yeah, so that's a brief about me.
Okay, so actually Alan runs business like I told you. He has been in Budapest I think now 3 years?
3 years, almost.
Almost 3 years, okay. And he has been running a business back home. So he's going to be telling us, I'm going to be asking him a couple of questions and of course he's going to be telling us everything that you should know or you should know if you want to start a business or if you have a business, so you will be actually relating to what he's talking about. So if I may ask, what exactly do you do?
I am a graphic designer and I run a business called KT Solutions. So KT Solutions is a branding business and basically branding is basically about developing brand identities for professionals, individuals, small businesses, startups and big corporations. So this entails things to do with logo design, business card design, website design, everything that pertains to what you stand for as a business, what represents you, what identifies you from the crowd of businesses. Okay. So basically that's what we deal with. Yeah.
So as you can see, this is where he does his business. This is where the magic happens. So this is his logo and this is all he needs. So I think he's going to show us more of his work. So let's see.
Alright, welcome guys. This is my workstation. This is KT Solutions. As you see, of course, it's graphics, so we need a strong machine and of course some of the softwares that I use, Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop and InDesign. So I'll just take you up to where I have a small profile. So this is the kind of work I do. Like I said, it's basically everything that pertains to the identity of your brand. So you can see here business cards, logos, mugs, branding mugs, wallpaper for the screen. So different things basically, packaging design. So basically this is what we do. Something that pertains to developing a solid brand for you to be able to stand out in the competition.
And you need internet, right? Like if you are to do this, like this interface needs internet.
Well, yes, this is a portfolio which needs internet. It's like an application, the way you see Facebook. It's called Behance.
Okay.
So this is like a personal portfolio where you put the work so that you can stand out. People out there can see who you are. Someone asks for what have you done before. I don't have to send pictures. I just send a link to this, and they're able to see. For example, if I open up this logo, this was a logo for a gaming company, e-sport company. So just you have a presentation of what their brand will look like. Let's say if they're using the VR, those VR goggles, I don't know that's what they call it. The t-shirt, what will it come out like? The gaming pads, what will it be like? So basically a presentation of how things are going to actually look like in the real world, from the design to the development, the real world stuff. Yeah.
So you do logos for t-shirts, for even if, let's say, if I have this cap and maybe I want to give it someone, I want to give this cap to a friend, and you need like to maybe a logo or something, you can put it.
Exactly. So like you see, we have some caps here with our logo. So it's a logo. These are different things where you can apply this logo, and these are caps where the logo can be applied. The logo itself, the business card. So everything that helps you stand out as a business is what we deal with. Your mission, your vision, we help you develop these things. We help you design things from scratch and put them out to the world.
You have heard, you have seen, so this is actually he does, and he does all this from here, but actually his business is based in Uganda. But this doesn't mean that if you are here, let's say if you are in Budapest or if you are anywhere else, he can still do your work, right?
Exactly.
You just need to contact him. Of course, we will share his details, his page, his Instagram page, his Facebook page, his contact number. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be in Uganda, but like, because he's a Ugandan, so most of his clients has been from Uganda. But of course, he's a worldwide guy.
That's correct.
Mr. Keti.
That's
So
correct.
we are going to go back and ask him more questions, more relevant questions, and then you will get to know what exactly happens with his business. So thank you so much. Let's go back into the interview. Alright guys, thank you so much. I think you've seen what exactly happens, the magic. So we are going to go straight into other questions. So I'm going to ask him, what are the challenges that he has faced in this business, and basically being a graphic designer, working remotely? What exactly do you think are the challenges that you have faced, and you think that even other people out there who are doing the same job have the same challenges?
Oh well, thank you. So some of the challenges I basically face working remotely is people haven't really embraced this entire idea of a business being online. So when I say I work online, someone wonders, how does that work? Back home people want to come to the premises. They want to come into an office, and that's when they feel that you're offering value. So that's one of the challenges, that people need the premises for the office, for their business, so that they feel, they feel assured, they feel guaranteed. So that's one of the challenges. The other challenge as a graphic designer, you find people need quick work and cheap work. Someone comes in with a logo, they need a logo for their business, and they want it done in one day. Well, that is possible, but if you really need something that's going to stand out, it's going to take time. We'll need to research your business. We need to find out, who are you? Why do you want this kind of logo? Why do you want this kind of colors? So that research takes time. And once the research is done, we need to come up with concepts. How will this concept work? How will this work? But they need things done instantly, which is also another challenge. Also, the other challenge you can find is there are other designers, maybe I could say amateur designers, that can download a logo from the internet and give it to a client. So the client is not going to know that this was downloaded from the internet. But I will know, because I will have seen it somewhere, maybe. So the challenge is you get competition from these kind of people, and they are offering very cheap services compared to us, because the time I put in and the research, of course, that will come at a cost. So those are some of the challenges. Also, the other is people giving you work and you never hear from them again.
Yeah.
So that happens often, but I mean, you keep working.
Yeah. You don't give up.
Exactly.
I think, yeah, so, and like, after having all these challenges, like, what keeps you going, like, what motivates you? I believe that, and how long have you been doing this kind of business?
So I've been doing this kind of business for about 4 years now. Let's say 2017. 2017, yeah, that's when we started. I should admit it's been on and off, depending on the situation. You have to travel here, you have to settle in, you have to, you will lose contact with some of your clients. So that of course, there are those hiccups and bottlenecks that come along. But what basically keeps me moving to overcome most of these challenges is the fact that I know where I want to be. Okay? So I'm building a brand.
Okay.
I'm building a business. I'm not after the 20,000 or 50,000 that is coming in as an income. I'm after building a name for myself. So some people are scared. What if I pay you and you disappear with my money? Well, that will not happen, because it's not about the money.
Yeah.
It's about me having you as a client and you referring me to your other friend, and them referring me, to build that kind of connection and network. So the fact that I need to build something that's strong is what keeps me moving against all these circumstances, challenges.
Okay. And then, like, how do you contact your customers, and how do you get clients? Like, do you use phone calls? Do you have, like, how is the network? Like, how have you been building the network to get clients, to get customers? Like, how do you market your business?
All right. So about marketing, usually it's through referrals. I get a lot of referrals when you do good work for someone, and their friend asks, "Oh, I saw your logo, or I saw your business card, or I saw your T-shirt. Who did it for you?" They always refer them to us. And also we are utilizing a lot of social media, specifically Instagram and Facebook, because we figured out that's where most of our clients are. On Instagram and Facebook. Yes, there are many social media platforms, but these two are where our clients, our target audience is. So we do promoted posts as well as organic posts. We just post something and people comment, and when someone comments, of course you need to follow up. So we do kind of a sales process. Yeah.
Okay, and I would want you to give advice to the fellow youth who are watching right now. Like, if someone is scared of starting a business because he's not actually is not at home, maybe he's from Uganda or he's from Kenya or wherever that person comes from, and maybe they are saving some money from the job that they are currently doing, but they would want to do something at home. Maybe it can be like online business, or it can be like a physical business, like a farm or a shop. How can they get motivated because of your work that you're doing right now?
All right, so the advice I would give to people: if you're out here, you're abroad, you're not at your home country, and you're scared, you're wondering, what is it that I can do to start business? What I'll tell you is, you need to get started. I mean, you can think of all excuses, but you need to get started. You need to start trusting people. You can't know who can be trusted unless you're ready to trust someone. You will find that there are so many people who are honest and so many people who are dishonest. But you can only figure that out if you trust someone. So find someone you think you can trust them, start something. And once it's started, how they carry out the business operations will help you figure out if this person is trustworthy or not. Yes, and once you know if they are trustworthy, then you can move forward with them. If they're not, then you leave them and find someone else. There are so many people who are trustworthy out there, but you need to get started. Sitting back doesn't help you achieve anything in any way. You need to get started, trust someone, do your research. What is it that you want to venture into? Maybe graphics design, maybe fashion, maybe a YouTube channel, whatever it is. Do your research. Which kind of people do I want to serve? what kind of audience, what kind of customers do I want to work with. Figure out these things, then offer your best work. That is really key. Offer your best work. You know, sometimes we focus on the money, how much am I getting? But it should be more of how much am I giving? How much of my best am I giving? And later on, the money will come. Yeah, so.
Okay, and then like talking about saving and money, how much capital you need? Like, for example, talking about your business, how did you start your business? And was it, did you have to have a lot of capital, or like how was it from the beginning?
Alright, so from the beginning, how did I start KT Solutions? That's where I will start from. So it was back in the university. I had a chance to participate in the student leadership at the university. So there was this campaigns, this contest I took part in, and I realized we used to spend a lot of money into posters that we used for the campaigns, and how the poster is going to come out, putting your best picture, finding the best quote that's going to connect with the people that you're campaigning to. And it was more like personal branding. How are you presenting yourself out there to the people that you want to vote for you, you know? So thinking to myself, I'm like, how can I get this concept into the business world? How do I get to put out the best version of my business? How do I get to connect with the people I want to do business with, the people I buy from? So that's where it started, from those campaign posters, you know? So I decided, you know what, I think this can work in the business world. If someone puts out their best logo that can identify them from the crowd of logos out there, if someone can put out their best tone, their best messaging, looking at their target audience, who do I want to connect with, how do I address them, how do I speak to them? That's how this concept came up of KT Solutions. Of course, the rest will be a story for another time, but that's the brief of how we started. And about the capital, I personally believe capital is never a limitation. Yes, we need capital to start, but capital is not a limitation. Because if you have capital, but you have no plan, then there is nowhere you can go. I always ask people, if you think capital is a problem, if a sponsor came right now and asked you, what is your business plan for the next 5 years? What is your budget? On the spot, would you get that money? If not, then that means capital is not the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is you need a plan. Have a plan. What do you want to do? How do you want it to work out? And once you figure that out, then you can start figuring out ways how to raise the capital. If you're a graphic designer, you can find out how much is a laptop, what kind of laptop do I need, how much does it cost, then you can start saving for it. From that, then you can be able to figure out other things. Yes.
Okay. Actually, thank you so much for sharing. This is really important, because in most cases people believe that it's all about capital. Or I have this crazy idea, I want to do this business, but I don't have capital. No. This kind of, I don't have capital to do this, I don't have capital to do this, I don't have time, I think it should stop, because we have seen people who actually have money, who are rich, but they haven't done any business at all for themselves. They always use other people, and of course, you have to actually do it by yourself. You have to trust people. You have to try, because they say that you cannot succeed if you have not tried. So you have to try, and then you see how the business will go. And like he said, he works remotely. So just to make this point clear is that even if when you're in Europe or you are in Asia, you can still reach out to him, because like 100% of his work, he does it from here. And then of course, it depends on where the client is. So if you're in Europe, for example, if you're in Hungary, or you're in Belgium, you're in Portugal, Italy, you can reach out to him, because he does all his work here. And that's why I brought him, because people think that most of the businesses, you have to be physically there. You have to have a premises, you have to have like 10 people to help you. No, you can do this alone, like how he's how he has mentioned it, like how we showed you how he does his business. So like I'm going to ask him like what is his final advice that he would give to people, especially in our generation, in our youthful stage, where we have a lot of energy. I mean, we have a lot of time, we can build a lot of things by ourselves. So what advice would you give to people like me who would want to do something for ourselves?
The advice I would give is, first of all, believe in yourself and believe in what you could do. I mean, we all have potential within us. So you have to first believe in that. If you have a passion, believe that you can do something, that you can offer value, you know? And also work on developing your skills. If you have a passion, having passion is not enough. Work on that passion, develop the skills. Think of ways of monetizing that passion. Okay? If you're good at drawing, maybe you can look of ways of doing digital graphics and how can you monetize. Do research, look out for people who are already doing this. You know, sometimes or most times we don't have virgin ideas. Someone else is doing it. Find out how are they doing it, how are they monetizing it, what kind of people do they target. You know, that's where you should start from, and work on your ideas, work on your skills, develop the skills. The other thing is utilize the resources, the tools around you. Things like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can utilize these things. YouTube. You can utilize these things to put yourself out there, to put your skill, whatever you can do out there, and someone will like it, and you get people supporting you. It doesn't have to be your close friends or your close family. People will be out there ready to pay for your services.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing and for your time. And again, if you're really interested, maybe you have a business, or you want to have a logo, you want to have a branded shirt, or you have like an organization, I think this is the person that you can reach out to. I'm going to share his contacts in the description, and he has a Facebook page, he has Instagram page, everything is going to be in my description. But of course, he can tell you his page like Instagram and Facebook, and then you can check his work.
Yes, so before I tell you the page, I'll say one more thing. I know you could be out there having fears of what you can do or what you have to do. Just feel that fear and do it anyway. Okay? Yeah, feel the fear and do it anyway. So my Facebook page is KT Solutions. That's the Facebook. The handle is at KT Solutions UG. Then the handle for Instagram is the same, at KT Solutions UG. Yeah. So you can follow us, like our work, and get in touch.
Yeah, let's make business. And of course, it's your boy Alan, and thank you so much for watching our videos. And you can as well follow me on Instagram. My Instagram page is alancats.ug, same as for my TikTok. For my YouTube, it's Alan Cats series. And of course, thank you for your time, and please don't forget to subscribe if you're a new person on my channel, and give us a share, a like, and a comment. And we will wait for you in another video. I still have a lot of information that I'm bringing to you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Be blessed.
See you.
See you.